You know, hi chat. I know some folks who really don't like the whole like 12 FPS thing, like the half frame rate, but I enjoy it. I think it looks cool.
I like it in the original Spider-Man movie, like the Miles Morales animated one, because it changes with Miles. And that he starts the movie at a lower frame rate, and as he becomes a better Spider-Man, his frame rate gets faster.
Like you do.
Like, it's a technical detail that is part of the storytelling, and that's cool.
But you don't like it in general.
Back to Golden Idol.
We are back to Golden Idol.
We are.
You'll notice that they have planned out 4 DLCs, and we are on the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should probably watch the stream.
Maybe.
I should probably turn that down.
So, Roy, how are you liking it here at the 9th? As exciting as your old district? Thankfully, no. There were some strange things going on there, Cliff. Dr. Simpson and Sir Rare, we've gotten for you.
That's quite a face.
Hope you did.
The art style in this is always so.
Okay, but hear me out. Though. Hear me out though. Disco Elysium game, but in this art style with
or this game in Disco Elysium art style.
Oh hell yeah, that's even better.
Old friend returns in the sins of New Wells, in which a new district means business as usual.
Honestly, I feel like Golden Idol and Disco Elysium.
4 full scenes for this, okay.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Disco Elysium and Golden Idol have some very good overlap with the like investigative and not slight paranormal. They are both paranormal games.
Yeah, pretty much outright.
But like 90% of it is grounded in the paranormal is just kind of like an inciting incident a lot of the time.
Right.
Following orders, a deadly pursuit.
Okay, were there any like X-Files games for? Oh, hold on.
Strange only the foreigners are able to describe it, eh, Roy? Actually, Cliff, that part makes perfect sense to me. It's what happened on the rooftop I'm baffled by. That part may have to wait for another day. Called for an ambulance right away after seeing what the brute on the scooter did to that poor waitress's arm. Very good. Now, can you describe the car that was parked in Lot 4 when all this was happening? Sorry, no. We, don't remember it, do we, Sweetums? Got here within a few minutes of the 911 call. Local cops arrived quickly, too. Dispatch will have notified them at the same time they sent me out, because the caller said the waitress had been attacked. I always find how the time is handled in this game. Because technically you're like looking at a snapshot, but doesn't necessarily always follow that rule.
Not always.
Sorry, Detective, but no, I didn't get a good look at the car that damaged mine. Anyway, it's fine, please. I don't want to pursue it. Very well. What was your order, by the way? What? A chicken royale meal with garlic sauce. Why? Sure you didn't ask for the extra sour sauce? Perfectly sure, Detective. Party here interviewed the waitress, so I searched the surrounding area. As soon as I found the body, I notified you guys in homicide. Made sure no one left the diner from that point on to ensure we didn't have to deal with anyone trying to play vigilante. Well, do they actually put a little crown on top of the burger? Meat surprise wrap number 3.
Hello, Ray.
Chicken surprise wrap. 3, whatever it is. I don't remember what they call the money.
They do put little crowns on them, but they're not really edible. They're made out of pineapple cores.
I can do.
Barbecue, tomato, pesto, cucumber.
Can I get a number 8, a number 6 large?
Cucumber sauce. Is it like tzatziki or something?
Probably. was bringing out the order for Lot 2, and all of a sudden some bearded freak whizzed up to me on his scooter, twisted my arm, and snatched a bag right out of my hand. Do you remember what the order was for? The order? It was a chicken royale meal with barbecue sauce. Why? No matter. How about Lot 4? What did they order? 2 burger royal meals, 2 chicken royal meals, meat surprise wrap. I don't see what. Please describe the car from Lot 4. I've seen so many cars today, I really can't remember. He's going the Poirot route of seeming to ask completely perpendicular questions to what's actually happening. Well, today's money is in the cash register. Oh, this guy has like freckles. Today's money is in the cash register. Only the manager knows the code for the safe. I see. Final question. Can you describe the car that was in Lot 4? Sorry, I'm no good with cars. They all look the same to me. Seeking the advice of upstanding community members like my new partner on a Heritage Project, we've been able to crack down on criminals like the Andeer gang. Sure, the Andeers are weaker, but their rivals have filled the void. Those thugged in white ties are everywhere now. Property values are up, and we are working to renew historical buildings. I mean gentrification and increasing the cost of living. Crime is down, the drug trade is down. Are you kidding? I see you in Fork synthetic serotonin being dealt on every other street corner. Wait. Oh. So 2 meals right there. Burgers on the grill. Can you describe the car that was in Lot 4 when all this occurred? Sorry, I don't remember. There must not have been anything remarkable about it. Well, how about their order? Do you remember that? Sure. 2 burger royal meals, 2 chicken royal meals, and meat surprise wrap. What about Lot 2's order? That one was easy. Chicken royal meal with tomato sauce.
Everyone's getting the sauce on Lot 2 different.
Yeah, we saw a man in a red jacket speed away on his scooter. And a cook stormed out from the kitchen and cried, "Some bearded guy just stole our extra sour sauce." Straight after that, all the young gentlemen left in a most magnificent car, painted like a tiger it was. Tiger with a lion's mane. And we went back to our meals. A few minutes later, though, we heard distant thunder. Odd, given fine weather. Tyra has been shot.
Chat says, is that a new shirt on Toby?
I guess so. I mean, it's been here for a couple weeks.
Yeah, I think I've seen that one before.
Yeah, Toby's had that shirt for a little bit, although it was a hoodie before, too.
Melee
As
weapon.
well, also.
What even is that?
Good question.
It looks like some kind of flail with like a plastic tube around the chain, and an unnecessary handle with a grip guard.
I'm just gonna keep
Power Youth
making
Sports League.
affirmative noises.
Man is not breathing. He is soaked from head to toe. And door downstairs. What is that coming out of the hand there? Aha. A little concerned.
No, perfectly
Water tower
normal.
fell.
Got like kudzu all around its
It
supports.
looks like, well, whatever happened, it like completely melted the water tower's support.
Yeah.
Yeah, soon the water tower falling over is the thunder that the tourist said.
guy has a damaged rear bumper. Yeah, he said that. Yeah. Whatever the car was, that's lot 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm assuming that's how it goes.
Hmm.
Waitress had been attacked. Bringing out the order for lot 2, and all of a sudden, some bearded freak whizzed up to me on a scooter, twisted my arm, snatched the bag right out of my hand.
Rude.
Bring out the order for lot 2, chicken royal meal with barbecue sauce.
Silver spotlights, those just sound like excuses.
Quitter talk.
It sounded like, what? One?
What?
How am I supposed to do this?
1!
These are green, and I only can put numbers in them.
Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
wants to know how many of what they ordered. I guess.
Lot 4. 2 burger royal meals, 2 chicken royal meals, meat surprise wrap. Okay, let's see if everybody agrees. All today's money is in the cash register. Okay. Sure you didn't ask for the extra sour sauce. Perfectly sure, detective. He says Lot 2's order chicken royale meal with tomato sauce.
Yeah, they're all
Two
like
chicken.
listing a different sauce.
Extra sour sauce isn't even like part of the menu here. So where'd that come from?
Okay, so the conjecture there is that they didn't give him a meal. There was something else in the bag that Lot 2 drove away with. And that's why people don't have a straight story about what was in it.
Madness.
That would track.
Chicken royal meal with garlic sauce. I like how absolutely filthy this is.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
And some of that filth is on the safe.
Mm.
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 Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Mm.
None of it's on the handle.
It's on the stove. And it's on the chicken bags, so it's somebody who was handling the chicken burgers themselves.
And the cook stormed out from the kitchen and cried, "Some bearded guy just stole the extra sour sauce." Straight after, all the young gentlemen left in the most magnificent car, painted like a tiger. Okay, that's weird, because everybody else says the car was unremarkable, and this guy says it's the weirdest looking car anybody's ever seen.
It was an unremarkable tiger.
Okay, he also said there was a bearded guy on the scooter and the young men went into the car. Didn't she say that a young guy was on the scooter and twisted her arm? The waitress?
Some bearded freak whizzed up to me on a scooter, twisted my arm, snatched it right out of my hand.
So that's corroborated.
Brute on the scooter. Chicken royal with barbecue sauce.
Chicken roll
tomato sauce.
Hey, chat. What do you think is the ugliest color for a car? I think like
Orange.
pea soup. I was gonna say like pea soup green is pretty nasty, but
I mean that's pretty
a
nasty.
chicken
But
royal.
orange is just like. bleh.
He says a chicken royal meal with garlic sauce. None of them agree.
Nope. None of them know what it was.
And again, there is no extra sour sauce on the menu.
Nope. So Ray, you're very quiet.
yeah, you're a bit quiet.
To warm up his microphone. Just stick it over the fire. Let it get up to temp.
Hello.
Hello. There you are.
I would say that
That's
the
it.
only person who would know for sure would be the cook, unless he's hiding something.
Let me stick my microphone in my mouth.
As you should.
I mean, what you said about the grime makes me think that the cook might have access to the safe, which again, if we assume there was something in that bag that wasn't a sandwich, which is why everyone disagrees on it, could have been the cook was giving his buddy money and then making it look like a robbery.
Tiger with a lion's mane. Okay.
And the only reason I say that already is because we're playing a video game, and you know something has to be afoot. Therefore, it can't be just coincidence.
Tire has been shot. There's also
Nothing
these
is.
footprints here. Several sets of footprints here. And the car kept going. There's something that happened right here. Still don't know what it is. We don't remember it, do we, sweetos? I think everybody else, then, is trying to, not say what it obviously was.
The TV screen talked about gangs being around.
Right.
Is that tiger car owned by one of the gangs? And
Well, that's
so all
what-
the locals
yeah,
are
right
shutting
here.
up, and the tourists don't know what's going on, so they're just blabbing whatever.
Right.
But all the locals
would
are like,
track.
no, you stay quiet when you see them.
Right here. This spray painted on the side, tiger with a lion's mane, is the Tsar's.
Mm-hmm. Oh, was it protection money then?
Might have been.
Lots
Was that-
of guns.
Andiers are weaker, but their rivals have filled the void. Those thugs in white ties are everywhere now. This guy has a white tie. Today's money is in the cash register. Only the manager knows the code for the safe. Okay, so the guys in the tiger car chased after the guy on the scooter, shot out his tire. This guy still has both his hands. Where'd that hand come from?
Wait, I can't quite tell. Is he bearded or clean shaven?
This guy's clean shaven.
So that's one of the guys from the car then. Well, maybe.
Still don't know what the deal is with the orders, though. Do I need to put zeros in the rest of them? He did not order any sauce.
I don't know if I would trust anything I order from a restaurant that has the word surprise in it.
That's
Meat
valid.
surprise? Yeah, no. If it was like a candy that had surprise in it, maybe. It seems to be the only one that's like, yeah, you know what, we'll go with a random flavor.
I've wanted for a while now a kind of like ravioli surprise where it's like they give you meat, cheese, and whatever raviolis, and it's just whenever you bite into one, you don't know which one you're gonna get, but you're ordering it like knowing that it's a variety type thing.
What if occasionally there's like they slip like a cursed one in there, like, you know, oh no, you got the moose ravioli.
You got the squirrel roadkill ravioli.
Still don't know what this is on the floor underneath the sink. Looks like some kind of broken capsule.
Oh no, you got the Pepto-Bismol ravioli.
Maybe I needed that.
Fist up on a scooter, snatch the bag out of the hand. Chicken Royale with the mystery sauce. And the guys in this.
Silver Spotlights are like those chocolates where they come in a pack of 12 and one has ghost
So the
chili
mystery
mixed into it.
sauce. The
Oh,
mystery
I would
sauce
love
was going
that.
to go to this guy,
That does sound good,
but the
though.
people in Lot 4 went after the guy on the scooter.
So lot 4 is our tiger car.
Yeah. I'm wondering what actually is the sauce. Is that responsible for whatever happened here?
Probably the way this game tends to go.
Yeah.
All the bits of sweet and spicy does go nice sometimes. I love mole. I love mole. I love sweet chili sauce. That's a great combo for me, always.
Okay, so somebody... So what's this little thing that's next to this guy? That looks like a tiny whip with a handle.
It says a melee weapon.
Uh-huh.
Let's see if we can start to put it together. They were being delivered to Lot 2. Car that had been parked in Lot 4.
A bearded man stole food. And then we need to figure out what else was in the bag. It's either going to be drugs or money. I
Pretty
don't know
sure
which.
it's drugs. Drugs
Probably.
is what this is pointing to. Car that had been parked in Lot 4. How many were there? To just 5. That suggests that there were 5 in there. Gave chase and shot. Bearded man's tire. I'm assuming that bearded man escaped, pursued by some of the vigilantes on foot somehow. Water tower fell, killing one vigilante. Same way.
Durg.
Org.
It's a Qualton.
Ball.
Claw, get the big ass horns out of the ad.
Does take up a bit of real estate, doesn't he?
He is a bit of real estate.
Oh, hey!
See,
I'd sure like to
it's
flip
funny
that
'cause
house.
he's big.
In which someone somehow lost a hand when... No.
Hmm.
Try that in parking lot 4. 5 vigilantes gave chase. Not the bearded man's tire. And the vigilantes got upstairs. No. It might not be vigilantes, it may just be gangsters.
Oh, it looks very minty fresh.
Okay, so I see a lot of footprints up here. Okay, these footprints are going back into the door. Why are there 2 sets of footprints here?
Well, I've just got 2 left feet, you know me. Someone says that in a courtroom and everyone's just like, that doesn't count as a defense.
Like that, stricken from the record, please.
Man in the red jacket speed away on his scooter.
Which ever needs synthetic serotonin? I mean, your body makes serotonin.
Maybe not enough of it.
That's fair. Well, just go eat a turkey. A whole turkey. Just find a turkey, find a live turkey, and just devour that thing.
Bearded man snatched a bag of food from a
Spiller.
diner employee. Unbeknownst to him, the diner was controlled by a gang and the bag contained drugs. So Some of the gang members chased the thief down, but he managed to incapacitate 2 of them in an unusually destructive way. Mayor Newells is putting police for the city's growing drug problem and raised questions of possible corruption within the force. Moira Meredith made remarks at a press conference yesterday in which she had called to discuss her ongoing heritage project. She said, "Drugs are flooding our city, and the fault lies solely with our police. At best, their leadership is incompetent and must change. At worst, we'll need a full-scale inquiry into possible corruption." A spokesman for New Wells Police Narcotics Division said, "Our officers are doing the best that any department could do. Investigations are underway in all known high-crime areas of the city, but so far, no major drug labs have been located. The investigation will continue as usual, and the manufacturers will be found."
Hoorah!
It's me.
Hello, JC.
Hey, Dizzy.
Hello, guys.
How's it doing?
Not much. It's doing pretty good.
We are playing the Golden Idol 3. Too Fast, Too Furious.
Trouble
DLC.
unleashed, a tragic day at the races.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. Game where nature takes
I
its
don't even know
course
what
and
kind of
kills
animal this is, but it's a good boy.
It is. Look at it.
Mhm.
2 3 p.m. feed dogs.
Look at
3
it.
p.m. onward.
Look at
fight
it.
for race and run errand for HB. Number 17 has become overly protective. Easier to just keep by my side at all times. This drawing right here is a lot more elaborate than most in this game.
It is.
Gunshot wound. I assume that somebody completely different drew this one, or at least blocked it out.
Probably at least some of that background is CG. I mean, just like drawn over CG because
Yeah, this
that
is
looks.
this is
It's a
done by
little
a different
too
artist.
precise.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
done by a different artist. And these bars right here, this is definitely done in 3D.
Mm.
So yeah,
Oh,
we're
yeah, I
assuming
see
that a lot
it.
of them are.
Night, Rye. Happy birthday.
Live
Happy birthday, Rye.
Happy birthday, Rye.
Rye.
That's a
Happy
big
Kanky
hit.
Day.
Pistol has
Happy
been
birthday.
recently fired.
Happy birthday. Why didn't we say that? We should have said that.
Drill, microphone, and tools. Anything we got here before they could get rid of the body? Find anything out, Roy? Looks like something happened in the office as well. I'll be damned. How they get past those 2 guards? I have a theory. I have to check some details. Anything else? How'd the interviews go? It's interesting, Cliff. They're evasive, but I'm not sensing any outright lies. Except perhaps this vet business. Zira. So you didn't see anything? No, at the kennels. I must apologize. I did see 2 men running away from the office. And someone else went up to the door a little bit later. Could you describe the person? Not really. I was distracted by the sound of the race starting and that lovely polka-dotted dog. I had good money on her.
The way her like temples shrink in and out as she's talking.
Took a hit for that guy. Hope he got what he came here for, and I just gotta collect myself and keep away from those cops. I was waiting in line to make my bet. Some guy in a big coat shoved past, calling out for Benny. Did he find him? I don't know. Searched around for a moment, then suddenly ran off towards those wooden gates. New Wells Dog Track, Racer, Godsend 06 to win, stake 5 whatever it is. Subsidiary member of the Bauer National.
5 double daggers.
Oh boy, more numbers. Friday races, Arlick 2, Twizzle 24, Paddington 8, just 15. Runner, Godsend, Maggie, and Fast Legs. In reserve with Kennelmaster, Benny, and Blue. I've been in here all day. I will say I did hear some people around the office area making commotion. Did you hear what they were saying? One was hurling insults about Miss Bauer, saying she ruined their business and that she's the mayor's pet. Insulting Hildegard Bauer seems unwise and unwarranted. Miss Bauer is a hard worker, and she always finds time to support her favorite girl. There are a bunch of people all over. Only time I left my post was to chase off a troublemaker while the race was happening. Is this your usual post? It is now. We had a break-in on Tuesday night, so we're not letting anything slide. We're keeping tight watch on this office, day and night. At least I don't have to keep track of names. Got a shipment of 6 items going out to the new asset today. Usual method should work. Let him in for pickup at 3:45. I'll be out grabbing a seat. Also, if the blonde comes whining again, tell him to suck it up and keep working with the Tsar. If he can't defend himself against a one-handed man, he's his own damn problem. The Tsars are a useful part of this organization. HP.
I know it was HP.
Keep end ears out. Yellow jackets work in pairs, stupid jerks. I'm always by Ms. Bauer's side. I don't talk to the police. Just for the record, can you tell me about the victim? Did he have any enemies? People would wish him harm. I was with Leo before it happened. He told me to make the call that Zero was ready for pickup. Pickup? Oh, to take to the vet. Zero's one of our dogs. Very sick. You probably don't want to get too close. I got here after the races finished. I saw the dogs had gone out and knew something was wrong. That's when I found Leo like that. You're looking a little worse for wear yourself. Oh, this? You needn't worry about me, officer. Just some roughhousing. They're very interesting dogs.
I think at least one of those is a hyena.
Weasel. Jess. Maggie.
I mean,
Godson.
that's a
God,
pretty interesting dog.
Those are good dogs.
Are we sure they're dogs?
They're good dogs.
Well, they're called dogs. That's all we know.
That's fair.
They are good boys. And girls. I almost didn't see
I
you
couldn't
up
see
here.
them.
You know anything about what happened? I've just come down from the north side of town. I don't know much about this place, but I think someone in a big coat entered the kennels. 3-day cassette tape is full. Okay. Power restoration works. Shelf was knocked over. There were some tools on it. Lock is scratched and damaged.
Temps at forced entry.
So sorry about the mess. Benny knocked over the plant, which hit the stuff off the shelf, but I gathered up all 7 items and nothing seems broken.
Yeah, I see 6.
There's only 6.
Last
More
one of
slime.
them was snack.
Heritage Building Renovation Plan. More promises. Hildegard delivers. Wednesday, meet with BRW Board re Heritage Project ensure absent. Thursday, meet with restaurant staff for stock replenishment and new security measures. Nothing is missing, just like last time. All I did was cause a mess. Any idea how they got in? No, I'm here all day. Keep it locked. I keep it locked up when I'm not. Now, could you hurry this up, Detective? I have all my meetings in this office, and your presence is not conducive to business. Key. Jess. think she's a track owner? But it says. Not bad, you get track owner right there. Okay, I already know from the last one that these czars wear white ties. Both of these guys are czars.
How bizarre.
How bizarre! How bizarre!
It's with Leo before it happened.
Grim Lazar.
From within your mind, no one else
I
can
found Leo
find
like that.
the light that you inspire.
Okay, that guy is the North Sider. I'm assuming our dead guy's a Kennel Master. His Bowers a hard worker. She always finds time to support her favorite girl. Meet with restaurant staff, stock replenishment, and new security measures. Pretty sure this guy's the bodyguard. This guy's door guard. Just rough housing. Someone in a big coat entered the kennels. Yeah, they left the coat here. I think this is the car. Tiger stripes, lion mane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks about right.
Two men running away from the office. Someone else went up to the door a little bit later. That Lovely polka dotted dog. I had good money on her. Twizzle. Race started. So that was before 410.
You know, dog racing would be a lot cooler if the dogs were little cars.
Isn't that all dogs are to begin with? Just little cars.
You have a point.
Do I,
I read a
though?
book like that. It was called Go Dog Go.
To be honest, I think you've come across why like robot racing and robot fighting is fun.
You know, I remember when that was big on like Tech TV, and I think I watched like one episode of like the whole like robot fighting thing. I thought this would be more fun if I was involved, like if I was actually building the robots. I think that would be my sweet spot.
She ruined their business, and she's the mayor's pet.
Gives me an android.
Her favorite girl. Big Code Show Pass calling out for Benny. Suddenly ran off towards those wooden gates. Okay, so in this box, the drill, there's recording equipment. What else is that? Why is there recording equipment in this box? It looks like it's supposed to be a dog crate. It's labeled 0. Is one of the dogs named 0, or is that just a code?
I think that might be their number, like the number on a race car or a jockey.
Right.
0 is... Yeah, figured 0 is not listed anywhere. There are 8... Reserved with Kennel Master. Benny is one of the dogs. Calling out for Benny. One of you guys? No. Get past the 2 guards. Probably was at least one of the 2 guards, not both. Not sensing any outright lies, except perhaps this vet business. Yeah. The only other dog here that wasn't already named was one in the kennel that was chewing on the cloth. And both of these guys are czars. But who's the favorite girl?
I mean, is she not talking about herself?
I was thinking maybe?
Hmm.
Okay, so this broom was shoved into this door right here that wouldn't open when the emergency release was hit. The dogs clearly aren't supposed to be on. If emergency release hit, and that let all the dogs out. Meanwhile, this coat that he left behind is covered in blood.
Rainy Cattail says, really love how big Rick made Nissa's ears. Peak character design.
This guy
Yeah,
is...
2 peaks right there.
Yep. I just noticed this guy's missing his hand.
Oh,
Is
look
he
at
the
that.
guy from the previous?
He might be.
So why is he in this gang now? Yeah, he used to have a beard, shaved.
A bearded guy in a red jacket. Yep.
Yep.
But we don't know if it was the bearded guy who lost the hand, necessarily.
Not strictly, but
Yeah, 0 was ready for pickup. That's definitely code for some kind of drug drop.
Saw the dogs had gone out, knew something was wrong when I found Leo like that. Play the game a little worse for wear yourself. Took a hit for that guy. Only time I left my post was chase off a troublemaker while the race was happening. Yeah, I had a break-in on Tuesday nights. We're not letting anything slide. We're keeping tight watch on this office day and night. Usual method should work. Let him in for pickup at 3:45, so before any of the races started. I'll be out grabbing a seat. If the blonde comes whining again, tell him to suck it up and keep working with the Tsar. Okay, so the blonde is not the Tsar.
I'll be right back.
Defend himself against a one-handed man. That's his own damn problem. Tsars are a useful part of this organization. Okay.
Hello, Stoker.
Hello.
Hi, Stoker.
It's Stoker.
Let's go.
So lately I've been thinking about Bewitched.
Have you now?
I have. And I'm sure you all want to know what I've been thinking about.
Not really, but I have a feeling you're going to tell us regardless, so.
Okay, so first of all, of course, all of us know about the Book of the Watchers from the pseudepigraphal Ethiopic Book of Enoch, right?
Of course.
Yeah, you know, an expansion on that kind of enigmatic, weird verse in Genesis about the Nephilim.
I didn't know you could zoom in. Is this a new thing?
Might be.
No, I was just thinking the other day. I was like, so they did that serious, spooky reinterpretation of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, where it was all, you know, spooky. And I just thought, I was just thinking about how they would go about doing that if they tried to do it with Bewitched. And it got me thinking about the Book of the Watchers and the Nephilim and like various witchcrafty traditions and legends that try to tie like the witch blood back to the blood of the Watchers, etc., etc. In other words, I'm coming up with Bewitched lore, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
There are worse things for you to come up with lore for, though, so.
Yeah, exactly. Which is not to say that I wouldn't do that too, but...
Oh, I know.
So that's what's been occupying my mind lately. You would actually be mother-in-law from hell. Yes, exactly. Well, it's funny because, like, mind you, it has been a hot minute since I've seen much of Bewitched. I watched it a lot when I was a kid. I watched the reruns on Nickelodeon, or not Nickelodeon, Nick at Night all the time. And it's been so long, there's a lot of things I've forgotten, I'm sure. But the show kind of implied the existence of lore that they never expanded on in a few places, and that always kind of got me intrigued, wanting to know more, but there isn't any more to know. So I don't know. Like they had one entire episode where for those of you who don't know, because this is somewhat outdated pop culture, this is kind of a boomer era thing, I suppose, even though I'm not a boomer.
Haha, boomer.
Yeah. But I'm way too I'm not boomer.
You're over the age of 30,
but
you're a boomer.
It's not how generations work.
I didn't
Sure it
say
is.
it was a generation. I just said you're a boomer.
I will boomer your bummer. I don't know. But for those of you who aren't familiar with what Bewitched is, it's a 1960s era sitcom about a witch who marries a mortal human being, and in this show, witches are almost like a distinct race or species that are just born with these magic powers. It's not like, it's not like Wicca or like satanic witchcraft where you sign pacts with the devil or anything like that. You're just either a witch or you're immortal, and that's it. And the
Those are
whole
the only two genders.
those are the two genders, and the whole show kinda sorta uses it as a kind of a metaphor for mixed marriages, sort of. But it doesn't go as hard with that as it could. But it kinda just like, just barely, taps at that.
I'm back. Oh,
Welcome back,
back.
Jonas. I'm talking
Welcome
about
back, Jonas.
Bewitched.
You talk about what?
Bewitched.
Oh, okay.
Don't tell the truth.
I started by talking about the obvious parallels and connections to the Nephilim.
Yeah, I love that part in Bewitched where the lamb had like 7 eyes, and
see, you two were paying attention. Anyway,
please go on.
yeah, so no, but like they occasionally, very occasionally, made subtle references and hints towards a deeper, bigger lore in the show. One particular example I always thought was really interesting that never really went anywhere ultimately was there was an episode where Samantha, who is our titular witch, she's our protagonist, she her husband Darren, who is the normal human being, finds a painting from like the 17 or 1800s or something like that, that's called Maid of Salem, M-A-I-D. And the woman in the painting looks exactly like Samantha. And of course,
Nice.
this was because he only found it because is his mother-in-law, who hates their marriage. Endora wanted him to find it. And that gets him asking the question for the very first time, how old is my wife? And he never gets an answer. Like, the whole episode, they never actually answer the question of whether she is the woman in the painting or not. But he does outright ask her at one point, he's like, are you still gonna look like this when I'm 60? And she's like, well... he's like,
you know.
And he's like, what will people say? And she's like, lucky old man.
Feels like Sabrina and House Pets. That kind of scenario.
Yeah. And like, things like that always made me want to know more about what's actually going on with the witches in that show. Like, where did they come from? Are they like straight up immortal? Well, they probably can't be straight up immortal. They came from the moon. Yeah, they came from the moon. Yes, they're moon witches. Mystery solved. We can all go home.
Moon's haunted, Coxgun.
Moon is indeed haunted.
Oh.
I mean, I don't think that they can't be like completely immortal, because we do see examples of older witches, like Samantha's Aunt Clara, and of course there's her parents and all that other stuff. So like, is it just that they age super, super, super slowly?
No, they find a husband, and they, one night when nobody's expecting, they're just like, they just suck all the essence out of them like through a straw, and they become young again.
Jonas, that's called a blowjob.
All right, look.
I was gonna say I think that's something that happens on honeymoon night.
And never before. Nobody ever does that before the honeymoon.
Yeah, these are all the items that are in the dog kennel.
Ah, yes, and I see them in the chat.
6 items there.
Yep.
I see in the chat we're also talking about I Dream of Jeannie, which is like, I suppose, the rival show, quote unquote, of Bewitched.
Yeah, it was like the Coke to their Pepsi.
Yeah, it was the Coke to the Pepsi. I mean, it's kind of like, they kind of had a Addams Family and Munsters thing going on,
A little bit.
Like a Jetson Sharks thing. They'd snap their fingers when they saw each other. Well, only the Addams Family was legally allowed to snap their fingers. But I don't know. You see things like that.
I would totally watch an Addams Family Monsters fight. That'd be amazing.
Didn't they do a crossover
Who
episode?
would win?
No, they have never done a crossover episode. Believe me, I would know.
They would have to,
Yeah, if anyone here would know about that, it would be Stoker.
they'd have to do it like Wacky Races. Like, they both have like weird homebrewed, automobiles that do not look remotely safe to drive.
Well, I mean, the Munsters had not one but two automobiles like that.
17 has become
It's
There was the Munsters Coach, which was their main car, which I believe was a modified hearse. And there was the race car that was made from a modified casket called the Dragula, as immortalized in Rob Zombie's song because he's a fucking Munsters dork.
That tracks.
You might have just loved one.
Wait, that wasn't just him combining the words Dracula and drag car? That was him making a specific reference?
Yes. It was a specific reference to the Munsters.
Huh.
It definitely seems like the type.
You can just go straight to Google and look at what the actual Dragula looked like. It was featured in an episode or two of the TV show and at least one of the Munsters movies, because yes, the Munsters had theatrically released movies.
Of course they did.
It's very
Yeah,
good,
they did.
Like you do.
I was never, I understand the appeal though, but I was never as into the Munsters as I was the Addams Family.
Hmm.
The thing about the Munsters is that, like, the joke with the Addams Family, well, I mean, there's several jokes, but one of the jokes with the Addams Family is that they're, people who are kind of monsters. But with the Munsters, they're monsters that are kind of people.
Yeah.
Like, at heart, the Munsters are a bit more normal than the Addams Family
Well,
is.
that's the thing, and as a
bit.
result, it feels sort of like a normal sitcom. It just has wacky characters.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, they just, they happen to have, like, a pet dragon that lives under the stairs.
Right.
And an endless amount of wacky sitcom plots involving Grandpa's potions.
Do they still do that anymore? Have like wacky sitcoms with a weird premise that's out of this world, that kind of thing.
No. We have devolved
it's all
as a
superheroes
culture.
now.
We've
Might
devolved
get
as a
that in
culture.
anime somewhere, but like,
Yeah, true. But
Somebody was already in the kennel.
Would you like to watch an anime where they talk about medieval economics in excruciating detail? Not really. What if there was a naked fox girl as well?
listen, that is one of my favorite animes of all time.
Oh, you mean Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? No.
I felt very led on by that anime.
I don't know why. It's exactly what Miller said, and that's exactly what it advertised itself as. Also, yes, Doodles is right. She is a wolf, not a fox.
Whatever.
dare
I've only
you.
saw like half of one episode on Toonami one time.
what's the name of
I
it?
mean, Spice and Wolf.
Yeah.
Why would
Oh,
you think
yes.
it's a fox when
Because
He's got you there.
Fur.
He's got you
If I remember
there.
it correctly.
Yeah, but I mean, it's because it's because shut up.
It's because she's a redhead, and they think
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
because there aren't wolves that are red. I can't think of what you would call them, but
Cute. They're, I don't know.
Anyway, the anime is fun. I do like the manga better though because it's got more nudity in it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And more economics.
I mean, listen.
Yeah, learn economics from Spice and Wolf. Learn chemistry from Full Metal
Alchemist.
Hi, I'm Alphonse Elric, and I'm
Learn
Edward
Hallmark
Elric.
from
and
Dr. Stone.
Hang on, I'm doing
Okay,
a thing.
yeah.
Hi, I'm Alphonse Elric, and I'm Edward Elric, and this is Jackass.
Okay. For the theft.
But yeah, what else can you learn from anime? You can learn from many anime. You can learn that you should have kept the door locked while you were watching it while mom was at home.
God. Oh, God.
Mm-hmm. Jonas?
No, never mind.
Uh-huh.
I had to be really careful back in the day. That's all I'm going to say. That is the extent to which I will elaborate.
Mm-hmm. Jonas, were you watching them damn hentays?
Oh no! It wasn't even video stuff early on. It was just manga. Like I had to be really careful, in the early '90s, because some of those comics, they had
Jonas, did they have the hitters in them?
Yeah, and they had like vaguely like genital shaped nothingness areas too.
That's right, because as we know, all Japanese women are either completely smooth and featureless or weirdly pixelated.
Yeah. God.
Sometimes they just have like black bars.
I see more of that nowadays, like the black or white bars. Back then, it was just the vague area usually.
The vague area.
Like there'd just be like a blur. Well, not like a blur. There'd be like there would be sort of like this like sort of like cross-hatched kind of nothingness, or it would just be white. You know. I don't know. Censorship is strange.
Censorship is very strange, and a part of me is shocked that is still going on in Japan.
Yeah, it's like
what? Okay, so I think that was actually put in after World War II.
That's right.
Yes,
yeah.
it was put in after World War II because America completely fucked up Japanese culture. But no, I'm just saying it's surprising to me that after all let me put it a different way. There are two things that surprise me about Japanese pornography. And it was necessary for me to say it like that. Two things that surprise me about it. One, the things that have to be censored. And two, the things that don't have to be censored. Because if you think about it,
Try not
you
to.
could end up on the watch list.
Yeah, you can.
God.
You can end up on a watch list for a lot of things, though. So,
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. I'm sure I'm on several.
There's some.
if I'm not
animes-
on at least one, then I'm doing something wrong.
there are some animes out there where like I just wonder why they get a pass. You know, like it doesn't bother me. Like I don't care about the content is what it is. But like I just look at this, I'm like, okay, this is on Prime Video. How does this work? How do they know what like? I'm just saying.
I mean, I'm sure you could look at certain pieces of art and be like, oh, it's artistic, right? There's meaning behind it or something. Right? It's like, why is there nudity in the Michelangelo or in the Sistine Chapel or like anything else?
Like I said, it doesn't bother me. It's just weird how like
I think Jonas might be referring to things that are a bit beyond just like, oh, there's artistic nudity in this.
yeah. Anyway,
I mean, I could, yeah, we don't want to go into specifics.
No.
Watch us get Rick demonetized.
Yeah.
Rick's like, what? I'm being monetized.
Barely.
We're being paid.
Technically.
If you can call this living.
Can't believe Michelangelo's on Prime Video. It's amazing.
I know, right?
Yeah.
He's not even the most popular turtle.
Yay! 0 days.
What?
I don't know. I just felt like it.
Oh, but you know what?
What?
You know what? On the subject of 0 days,
Oh, did I talk about the
I
80s?
actually learned something Sonic the Hedgehog comic related that I didn't know.
Go on.
Gasp.
There was a French Sonic comic
Oh yeah,
that I didn't know about.
I'm legitimately surprised about that. Actually, even I had heard about that one.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't nearly as long-lived as either the American comic or the Fleetway comic, the UK comic.
I knew about Fleetway.
But yeah, there is a French Sonic comic, and it's notable in that it's actually the first Sonic piece of Sonic media, official Sonic media, to depict an advanced lost echidna civilization. So they beat you-know-who to the punch.
We don't say his name. We don't want to like invoke him.
Voldemort.
But yeah.
Yes, it's
He who shall
Voldemort.
not
basically.
be named.
Famous Sonic fan Voldemort.
Yeah, that explains a lot about what happened in Harry Potter.
Yeah, honestly.
But yeah, no, it's I don't know how many issues there are. I'm gonna try to track down translations of them to read them. The art looks interesting. But yeah. There's Sonic media I didn't know about.
Well, you better go and get it.
Fucking dare you, Stoker? You're fired.
Yeah, I mean, you're losing face here.
Oh my god, you're right, it's falling off!
It's literally just oozing off. Oh, that's not good.
It's Indiana Jonesing.
There was a horror movie that I
Oh.
wanted. I forget what it was. Like, there was one that's in theaters now that I wanted to point you to. I can't remember. What was
Are
it?
you thinking about The Monkey or possibly Hard Eyes?
The Monkey? Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, the one directed by Osgood Perkins based on the Stephen King story.
Yeah, and it's like a comedy. They're doing a comedy version.
Yeah, it's a comedy
But it
of
was like-
sorts. It's a very graphic, grim comedy, but yes. Stephen King called it batshit insane, and he meant that as praise. Also, Doodle says it's French, so did they give Sally nipples? First of all, Sally's not in it. Second of all, God, I wish. Draw me like one of your French chipmunks.
Yep, they did give Sally nipples, but unfortunately, they took away her entire existence as payment. It was
So
one of those
wait,
like.
is she just a pair of floating disembodied nipples now?
I mean, there have been worse. I don't know. How's everybody doing in the town?
Even worse. Something.
Jonas is like, oh, there's worse things, and I'm like, are there? God, I'm still thinking about that piece of adult fan art that someone sent me specifically to break my heart, I can only assume. Where Sally's dialogue was like, fuck me like I'm canon. How's everybody doing in the chat tonight? How's everybody chatting in the do tonight?
Hey.
How's everybody scoobing in the do tonight?
Ooh.
How's everybody flubing in the flube?
Oh. Come on.
How's everybody heeba in the fleeb?
Hey.
Jonas, you sound like you're
this
hurting
minus.
yourself.
I think you're hurting him.
I mean, you always hurt the ones you love.
Oh, God, right there. Oh, okay, I'm dead.
See what
My
you've done,
God, he's
Stoker?
dead. What did you say, Ash?
I said, see what you've done.
Yeah, well, you know.
Oh my god, a shotgun.
Has everyone on the couch tonight? Well, I'm dead.
It's okay.
Well,
Not
Death
the
is a
first time.
temporary inconvenience. At least that's how it's been for me.
This is pretty good.
Death
Watching
is just-
Daredevil.
No spoilers, please. I am going to be watching that at
Oh,
some point.
no worries.
Like, that is one that I kind of care about, sort of, maybe.
Which
Sorry,
one?
which one should I spoil?
Daredevil. Okay, so, I mean, I actually did not like the old Netflix series. Or really, I didn't really like, well, I mean, I kind of like Jessica Jones, but for the most part, I didn't care for the Netflix series. But I like Charlie Cox. He's a good actor. And Vincent D'Onofrio. They're both really good actors. So I'm looking forward to that.
I also didn't know Charlie Cox was a fan of Turtles as well as Daredevil. So that caught me curious.
I didn't know he
Hey,
was
Charlie.
British. Sorry.
I was gonna say, Charlie Cox, if you're watching this, support Elepex, please.
It's so weird when celebrities turn out to be big fans of stuff. It feels,
How dare
yeah, no, it's strange. They're like, did you know Wesley Crusher is a fan of Star Trek?
My God.
I said Wesley, didn't I? I
Wesley
didn't say Rob.
Crusher?
I didn't say Will
You
Wheaton.
did say
God
Wesley.
damn it! Oh no, is it? Am I old enough for that as a senior moment now? I don't know.
Wesley.
Shut up, Wesley.
If I have to say something funny though, no spoilers. I'm watching Daredevil Born Again because I want to see how much they MCU'd it. And then I'm going to go back and watch the original series.
No, I've heard that it's a bit watered down because everything is watered down in the MCU. You know, I mean,
It's a brand. It's a brand.
I mean, you know, I'm not okay. When I watch one of those properties and I enjoy it, it's not really because of the Marvel connections or anything. It's like, yeah, that's cool. It's more like it's because they've got interesting directors, interesting actors, and used to have interesting FX, but that's kind of gone downhill a little bit. As everybody in the chat tonight.
You're like, I watch it because of what it has to say about the human condition.
Yeah. I watch it to piss off Martin Scorsese.
You watch because I don't know, good actors.
Well, I mean, you know, I who do I like? I mean, Rocket, obviously. Bradley Cooper.
Rocket.
So awesome.
Did you know about the
Solid.
Did you know about the comic crossover that happened recently? Rocket Raccoon and Doctor Doom teaming up.
Yeah,
I
best
saw
buds.
previews of it. Yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
can't remember who wrote it. I don't think this was one of Ryan North's, which is funny because like he's writing the Fantastic Four now.
Nice.
What a wonderful time to be alive.
I've been reading
In
the Jeff
some
comics
ways.
because I just have to know more about him, and it's comical.
But no, the intention is they're trying to find unlikely character crossovers that have never been done in Marvel before, and that was the first one I think that made it to the top of the pile. Rocket Raccoon meets Doctor Doom.
Okay, I just Googled it, and I'm going to share one frame from it that's not a spoiler
I think
at all.
I know which one you're going to share, but go ahead.
That's great.
There we go.
Yep, that's the one. That's the one I thought you would do. It's the one I would have picked.
For
That's
chat,
solid.
basically it's Doctor Doom and Rocket just hanging out on Doctor Doom's big old chair watching the fire. And then Doctor Doom just reaches over and pets him on the head. And Rocket's like, never do that again. And Doctor Doom says, Thor said you liked it. And Rocket says he lied.
Good times.
What is this timeline?
Well, it's not the sacred timeline, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, that's Marvel reference. Blah, blah, blah. The gibberish punctuation is very important.
Of course.
Blah, blah, blah.
God, there was something gibberish related that I wanted to send you the other day. What was it? He'll come back to me. Wait, no, it won't. I'll never be able to remember it again. I have a gibberectomy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Condolences. Just
Man.
Stoker.
Yeah.
Stoker. How
Yeah.
does Skeletor talk without lips?
The same technology that allows Strong Bad to type with boxing gloves on.
Damn.
Although, actually, I posit that there's like an invisible biological structure going on with Skeletor. Like,
Wait.
we don't see his eyes or muscles or everything, but I think that they exist like in, I don't know,
He
an
has a-
astral sense or something.
He has an invisible face?
He
Like,
has
okay.
telepathic senses and the ability to communicate telepathically. It just fades off the same way that sound does.
I mean, that would be one explanation, but if we're looking at the 2002 Mike Young Productions version of the Masters of the Universe cartoon,
Must we?
yes, we must. Their version of Skeletor can also not only see, talk, taste, and all that, he can smell. So there's something going on there. And they do show him with his hood down at least once. And his skull just floats above his shoulders, unconnected by any visible neck. There's no neck under there.
I like the idea that he just has an invisible face.
There's surgery for that, you know?
No neck surgery?
Glad to
but
see
yeah,
that him and Wario has something to share.
that was the first version where they gave Skeletor like a really concrete origin story, and that version of his origin has kind of ended up being the basis for every other iteration of Skeletor. You know, they've tweaked things about it, but in this story, he was originally a blue-skinned, pointy-eared, Satan-looking guy named Keldor.
All right, he was supposed to be the king's brother.
Yes, King Randor's half-brother. And he tried to take over Eternia in this cartoon, which they never say that he's Randor's brother in the 2002 cartoon. But he was trying to take over Eternia, and he got into a big old fight with Randor, and Randor's like, no, I beat you, and he defeated him, and Keldor's like, yeah, well, I'm gonna throw skull juice in your face. And he threw the skull juice at him, and Randor's like, shield! And Uno reverse carded it onto Keldor's face. And Keldor was like, my face! I mean, that is, close to it. And then
that's how I would sound if somebody threw skull juice on my face.
And then he fled with Evil Lyn and the rest of his warriors, and went to this secret cave where like the ancient evil power of Hordak was sealed away, and he made like a deal with the devil with Hordak in order to save his life. And
Hordak's like the big bad.
Yeah, in this version, yes. And so Hordak like I don't know, necromancied him and like stripped away the rest of the flesh from his skull and turned him into Skeletor.
Like you do.
Like you do. And so yeah, I would say that he's got like some sort of weird, invisible, magical organ structure of some kind going on. Invisible and probably intangible. But there's something there.
He just
it's not
stuff.
It's not really just bare bone. There's magic bullshit going on.
He just like feeds stuff into his neck, you know.
No, that's the abominable Dr. Phibes starring Vincent Price. Who does in fact eat through a hole in the back of his neck. It's a weird movie.
I mean,
it's a really, really fun movie. We should watch it sometime.
Yeah. Wish I could do that. That'd be awesome.
It's kind of like, in a way, it's like Saw before there was Saw. Because the whole premise is like Vincent Price's character, his wife was in a car accident or some kind of accident, and in critical condition, went in for emergency surgery, and died on the operating table. And he blames the surgeons for her death. He's like, they screwed it up. They didn't try hard enough. It's their fault. So he starts killing them off one by one via extremely elaborate murders that are all themed after the 10 plagues of Egypt. Very, very liberally reinterpreted for the sake of his death traps.
Yeah.
And like he plays an organ, and the organ, he's got like this whole secret lair with like a robot band that plays music for him, and he's got like this overly sexy, inexplicable assistant whose fucking name is Volnavia.
Right, yeah. God.
Her name is Volnavia.
That's amazing.
It's a great movie. 10 out of 10. I did not care for the sequel.
Well, what can I say, Stoker?
Lots of things. Like,
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I know I'm not wrong. I've never been wrong once in my entire life.
Oh yeah, what about that one time when you were like, wrong thing?
You did say that. I recall it in vivid detail.
Fake news.
Why is it impossible to own an organ without also owning a secret lair? Well,
I mean, have you seen how big organs are?
yeah,
Yeah, true. Yeah.
you're gonna have to have some kind of, cathedral-esque container for them.
I was gonna say, does that make all cathedrals secret evil lairs?
Oh.
Listen, there are evil lairs everywhere for those with eyes to see. God, I rule.
Okay, so you remember how there was that Animal Crossing that was like Happy Home Designer?
Vaguely.
Okay, I'm imagining a game where you're making evil lairs for supervillains.
That'd be a ton of fun.
Stop
Lair maker.
giving me game ideas that I can't do because I don't make games.
That's fucking what is it called?
Dungeon Keeper or Dungeon Master or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I know of it, but I think you could expand that concept.
I mean, yeah, there are many people who have taken the Dungeon Keeper idea and expanded on it. It was a very popular game.
You're a very popular game.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Another, Power Wash Simulator would also be a lot of fun with like a villain DLC.
I still say, as everyone else has said, that we need the Power Wash Simulator Silent Hill DLC.
Yes.
There was another crossover they announced recently.
Oh yeah?
I want the Game Works Now DLC. That's the one I want.
I want that for a lot of games.
Power Wash's networking is still crap.
Yeah, unfortunate.
And that was fine when it was like just a little simulator game that's like maybe one or a few people made. But when they're making deals with like Final Fantasy and stuff, like they have the money to do better.
Yeah, I mean, we need like the Power Wash Simulator, Escape Simulator, Fortnite, like
Escape from New York Simulator.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell Simulator.
Oh my god. You just Power Wash him and like complains at you.
Big Trouble in Little China Simulator.
That's Reservoir
I just want
Dogs.
my truck.
That's just Reservoir Dogs.
Ow, my ankle. When I was a young warthog.
You were never a young warthog.
How dare you call me out like this?
Just trying to keep you on.
We all know you were never young.
It's true.
You were born at the ripe old age of 67.
Without a face.
That reminds me, one of these days I still have to show Jonas eyes without a face.
Eyes without a face.
Yep.
As if I do the chat.
The movie did inspire the song, you know.
Yeah.
And it is an example of the first ever theatrical face removal surgery scene.
What about that one in other movie?
You could have just said face off.
Yeah, that came later.
No, eyes without a face said it first.
Well, they should have called it guy without a face.
It was a woman.
Yeah, well, your face.
No, her face. It's gone.
Oh,
Your face is without a face.
Basically, the story is there's a guy who has a daughter, and she's his daughter, and he's her dad, and she gets in an accident that I know, right? She gets in an accident that makes her all like horribly Phantom of the Opera disfigured, and he fakes her death, but she's really alive, and he tries to give her a new face by kidnapping girls and taking their faces and surgically grafting them onto her.
I like the
Girls
part.
is in multiple. Why was this tried again after the first time?
Because it didn't work the first time.
I like that.
Repeat the question. Why was this tried again?
Well, listen, you can't make an omelet without cutting off a bunch of people's faces.
I like that part at the end where the police was like, "What's your name?" And he was like, "My name is Eyes without a face."
And then he morbed all over them. Yeah? Is that what happened, Jonas?
That's that happened. Okay, bye.
More
That sure
without
was a noise.
more without an us. I learned it by watching you.
Okay.
Stoker has a 1 in 3 track record of bringing up face eating or similar face related activities at this point. 1 in 3. I can do better
You need
than
to get
that.
your numbers up.
Yeah. Come on, step up your game.
I guess I'm just gonna have to face it.
Without eyes.
No, it's
Without a with.
it's you do have the eyes. It's,
Oh,
it's
no.
the face you don't have.
Jonas, it's time to get to bed, Grandpa.
Jonas without a face.
Oh, if I didn't have a face, then I wouldn't be Jonas anymore. I'd be. I know where to go with that one.
Just like your face.
I'll be. Man.
No.
No.
It's like rar. You know? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, ooh woo.
Please never come near me or my presence again.
Your Christmas presents? Eyes without a face.
Face without eyes.
God, it's been so long since I've seen Eyes Without a Face.
Nose with only one ear.
Yeah, that was the less popular sequel.
Yeah, the series really kind of tanked by the time they're getting to like not enough toes, or
Oh no, there goes my toe.
yeah, slightly less hair than the average person.
Okay. Get the dirt on the Bowers. 2 members of the rival Andir gang planted a recording device in Hildegard's office. When they returned to collect it 3 days later, it had been mistakenly moved to the kennels as part of a secret delivery. During the struggle to take back the recording device, one of the Andir shot Leo, the kennel master.
Wait, why are we talking about me in the maid outfit?
Why not?
I think you'd look good in it.
I mean, yes, that's beside the point, though. Why are we talking about it?
Because you'd look good in it. What other reason do they need?
This project continues to show promise. Our new friend's offer of power seems to have been more than just an attempt to save his own life. And to think, if he hadn't hit your restaurant, the Andirs may have been the ones who found him. Communication has been somewhat tricky, although he doesn't look it. He's speaking Lumerian, but it sounds like some ancient version of what I speak. Luckily, his Albionian is improving every day, so we can often meet in the middle. I know we haven't been able to get Zero moved out yet, but we're ready to continue Phase 2 of testing the Disarranger as soon as you are.
Boxer says, now that I'm back, I can say to Stoker that I have the Criterion Collection edition of Eyes Without a Face. Hell yeah!
Mr. Pooty, your update is appreciated. The Andirs may have not gotten their hands on him, but what they did get from us endangers our whole operation. If our naive benefactor learns what we've been doing, things will sour very quickly. I'll bring the supplies myself. Keep an ear to the ground. If we see any signs that she knows, Phase 2's testing will need to be done on an accelerated schedule. HB.
Face without a spleen.
But I need my spleen.
Not on your face.
The raid is
Says you.
4 parts.
Oh, well, you know what? Don't let me kink shame you.
Oh.
Subject day testing form. What do you think of the cartoon? Hilarious. Describe the cartoon's 4 stages. Jellyfish saw a dolphin and got scared. Turned out the wall was a giant whale. The dolphin escaped and a submarine hit a wall. A vampire and his minion chased the dolphin in the submarine.
Wow, these lost memes have gotten real esoteric.
Subject B testing form. What do you think of the cartoon? Tragic and profound. Describe the cartoon's 4 stages. A man and his wife followed an ambulance in their car. A girder was shown to be attached to a bridge. The ambulance sped away and the car crashed into the girder. A cat ran from the ambulance. Subject C testing form. What do you think of the cartoon? A divine revelation. Describe the cartoon's 4 stages. A teardrop evaporated, so the 2-headed fig tig found the world's edge. An orchid with tender stalk sailed over the teardrop as it drifted by. Beyond the world's edge lay a vast snowy mountain. The fig tig applauded as it searched for the teardrop.
I think these guys might be high.
Yeah, it looks like it. What happened here, Officer Martins? Where'd they go? First, the angels danced on the robot's finger, and the second twin swallowed them whole. Then I liberated myself, and Trip Top admired the silver string of my bow. Next, the angels were destined to pass into the second twin's bowels, and to be rescued from them by an armored horse. Finally, Trip Top granted the angels their freedom, and the angels melted into the pages of an open book.
I want what he's having.
Yeah.
No, I really don't, but,
I had a nickel for every time I've heard that old story.
Same thing. They're all watching the same cartoon. Okay.
yeah.
It was
I was gonna ask if they were all watching the same thing and just coming up with insane interpretations. And it appears that is exactly the case.
He solved
Yeah.
the crime.
They seem to be tripping balls, just ever so slightly.
You merely adopted the cartoon, but I
can't
was
talk to
born there.
I can't talk to the cops, man. They'll kill me. Just give me something. Anything. Okay? At some point, that guy went berserk and ripped off his shirt, and it seemed like the boss saw something that panicked her. What happened here? It all started when the ringmaster ordered the lions out of the tent and they jumped through the hoop. Okay? What next? That's all you're getting from me. I already said too much.
This sounds like that time I was on night shift at the gas station and some dude was high as a kite telling me about the alien he captured in a wine glass. Yeah, silver spotlight. That sounds about right.
Moira will spill. As rumors fly, Mayor Meredith announces press conference.
I had some interesting regulars at the movie theater, that's all I'll say.
Let's take stock. What do we know? It's a strange one, Roy. We've had eyes on this place all morning. Our guys confirmed that the boss lady and her gangsters were still on the top floor as we pulled up. We secured the front door and all the stairs, so they must still be in here somewhere.
I like this synthy music they got going.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The microphone was destroyed by whatever that weird power is.
Yep.
Function checking. Oh boy, it's the idol, finally.
There
Oops,
we
all
go.
idols.
I call disarranger. Fair translation, I think. Small effect, heat change evens out. Known effect, matter warps, pulls, extrudes. See phase 2 test outcomes. Little woman says test faster. Vibration of crystal cannot extend, destroys amplifying device. Vibration can be sent. Pump effect straight to ears. Good report for the little woman. Phase 2 test outcome. Low. Little scramble. Mine mostly same. Mix up of events. Same way every time. Pattern A. Medium. More scramble. Things change. People, things look different. Pictures wrong. Like mine force normal story, even if it means pictures no match good. Events mix same way each time. Pattern B. High. Big scramble. Strange pictures, even actions abstract. Mine no care for real story now, just follow pictures at sea. Pictures match good, but very strange. Events mix same way every time. Pattern C. This one stay forever. Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't think Officer Martins is gonna come down anytime soon.
No, no, I think he's just gone.
He went up.
What comes up does not necessarily have to come back down.
This is true.
Hey, this is literally everything that we have for the first part of this. Okay, so... Staircase. First floor, second floor. Okay, so they're in this room.
Excuse me.
Oh, he's going.
I'm just a baby.
I was watching that Biscoff fucking ad.
It's made out of fucking cookies.
He just leaned all the way into that. It was great.
Oh god, yeah. Yeah. Fucking God bless Jason Film Cow, whatever his name is.
You know, it's like some folks you just know that like it was like a shower conversation with themselves or something like that. You know?
You mean like 90% of the things you say?
I have no idea what you're talking about. What do you mean?
You're like You're like, what if they replaced Mr. Clean's head with spinach?
Wait, what if they did?
Then he'd become the Green Giant. Like, the Green Giant is just his persona.
But wait, how does the? It's fine.
It's spinach Sona.
I'm just it's veggie Sona. I'm just not gonna question it. It's one of those fundamental truths that hold true for everyone. Yet if you think about it too much, you go completely insane.
Mm-hmm.
Man, do you remember back in the day when the community hadn't actually fully settled on the word fursona yet?
Yeah, what was the old term? It was
Personal fur?
Yeah, God.
Yeah. Good times.
Personal fur. This is my impersonal fur.
Hey, what's your fur size?
Personal fur sounds like a metaphor for like pubes or something.
Is it
Maybe
not?
it is.
Can I say pubes on Twitch?
I mean, I hope so, considering how many times you've said it. God, now I'm hearing it as a song to the tune of Girls on Film. Pubes on Twitch.
I've got a raid target lined up.
Do you, Jonas?
Are they about to end?
I'm monitoring. If they do, it looks like we're good. But if they do, of course, this is going to happen the second No, I think we're good.
Oh, you would think that, wouldn't you, Jonas?
Like,
you would think
usually what I look for is like one of those like ending screens. Like, okay, we're all done now. We're going to the ending screen and we're going to do a little outro and then, send you out to so-and-so and
we're going to do a little dance.
That thing we don't do.
Yeah, no, I mean, the sudden awkward silence after everything.
Everywhere. All at once.
Love that movie.
It's a very good movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy that Kwan is getting more jobs now. He so deserves it. He's so good.
He's gonna be the new Snake character in Zootopia 2, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
His name is like Gary or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. No, he's really very talented. I've always liked him. Anyway.
Well, you know what, Jonas? He's always liked you too.
Oh, sharks! Okay, I think we're good for the raid.
I think you find out he actually does like you, Jonas, in particular. You guys, turns out, went to the same middle school or something.
Yeah, no, I doubt it. That would be weird. Well, no, the thing is,
Jonas just completely in memory hold his dance school days.
God, yeah. I think there was like one celebrity who went to the same. What was his name? Or no, there was
Famous Von Rich Guy.
No, there was like one celebrity who graduated from high school. I can't remember who it is though.
I told you, Famous Von Rich Guy.
Yeah, it was,
You know, the one who made all that money from Thing.
Dang,
That did happen.
I remember Dang.
Yeah, he was a little hand. He lived in a little box, and he was like snap snap.
It was like snap. He was a Pokemon.
Hand without a face.
All right. Rise of the Golden Idol, DLC for blah 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 blah.
Probably finish it.
Okay.
Time.
Cool.
Next time on Game Grumps.
All right.
Yeah.
Who raid?
We are rating Punk Banui.
Punk Banui?
Yeah, please come up love, and we will see you next time.
See you tomorrow, chat.
Be well.
Bye-bye.
Keep smiling.
night.
And do that. Good night, everybody.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.